Hello. In today's society, entertainment and arts, such as music, are in high demand. How many people do you know that don't listen to the radio or watch movies or television? Probably not very many. But while enjoyment of the arts is a major priority for Americans, the teaching of these arts isn't. Even though most of us are familiar with these iPhones or iPods, and the reason that these were created was so people could take their music with them wherever they went 24/7. And even though those are such a must-have in this country, schools are trying to get rid of their music programs. If there is no music education in America, and children aren't even given the opportunity to learn music, will music even be as accessible as it is today in the future? This is a really important question that we need to ask ourselves when we consider whether or not we should keep music education in our schools. Um, there are so many benefits to music education. Students learn how to work in a group. They learn teamwork, which is necessary to be a successful adult, is to know how to work with others. Music can relieve stress, and stress is a very prominent thing in our lives, no matter what our age is. So learning how to deal with that and cope with it is really important, and music can do that. Music also allows students to think creatively, and this is really important as well, to just be an individual and have your own sense of self. Students who participate in musical performances learn how to deal with their fears and anxiety. And music students get to do this on a very regular basis, getting in front of an audience and performing. And so this gives them a really good opportunity to deal with those fears and learn how to overcome that. Music also teaches students how to develop really good hand-eye coordination. So no matter what instrument you play, even if you're a pianist, your music is in front of you, but your hands are down here moving a pretty good amount of distance. So hand-eye coordination is necessary for you can't keep your eyes up here and down here at the same time. So music can develop a very, very high level of hand-eye coordination. Students who are in music also get to learn what it's like to create something unique and experience pride in that. And that's really important. It gives them a purpose in their life. It also allows them to better understand their emotions. And a lot of kids today don't know how to handle their own emotions. So getting the experience of playing an instrument, whether it's on their own or in a group, that really gets them to the opportunity to reflect on themselves and to just think about their lives and their emotions, and um, just let them learn how to deal with that. Most kids involved in music at their school consider their music class their favorite class. And I just know this from my own experience of speaking with kids. And I can't think of one single kid that I've talked to that is in a music class, whether it's choir or band or orchestra. I can't think of one that has said that's not their favorite. Um, if they're not in music, obviously it's not their favorite. But if they are in choir, choir is their favorite class at school. And that's what they look forward to during the day. So that's really awesome. Music educators, this is really also important to recognize, is that music educators are also required to follow the TEKS system that every other teacher is required to follow. This ensures students are learning information that is essential for success in our society. In music class or ensembles, students learn foreign languages, they learn patterns and organization skills, and even history, among other things. So they're not. It's not really considered extracurricular. They are. It's a class lined out and has the same standards as every other class. Um, the list of benefits for music education can just go on and on and on because there's been so much research done, and it's also really important or interesting to recognize that the top three academic countries in the world, which would be Japan, Hungary, and the Netherlands, they really emphasize music in their schools. So it kind of seems related that music is such a high priority and they're the top academic countries. Um, Another really interesting fact is about Albert Einstein, and that most people don't know. He was actually really bad in school as a child. His teachers said that They told his parents that he was too stupid to learn, and they insisted that they take Albert out of school and not even waste time trying to get him to learn something. But instead of taking Albert Einstein out of school, his parents got him a violin. And Einstein learned how to play the violin and was actually really good at it. And as he learned how to play the violin, his grades in school improved. Later on in his life, he even attested to the fact that his playing the violin was the reason that he was so smart. So this is a prime example of just how much music can affect someone's learning abilities. The University of North Texas did a study in 1982 with 3 groups of postgraduate students. Each group had to take a pretest, a post-test, and a test a week after. The first group read the vocabulary words while listening to Handel's Water Music, and they were also asked to imagine the words. The second group, with the same words, they also listened to Handel's Water Music, and they were read the words, but they were not asked to imagine the words. And then the third group was just read the words. They didn't hear the music, and they weren't asked to imagine them. In the first 2 tests, the first 2 groups did substantially better than the third group, who was just simply read the words. And then on the last test, which was given a week later, the first group, who was read the words, was asked to imagine them, and listened to Handel's Water Music, did better than all of the groups. So it just shows that the music that they listened to helped them with their memorization of the material, and they had better scores. The University of Zurich found in studies that playing an instrument regularly helped children to be more self-disciplined, more attentive, and better at planning. All of these skills are obviously really important as an adult in society. They also found that children who played music had better memorization and language skills. And lastly, the National Association for Music Education claims that students who have experience in music performance or appreciation have better SAT scores. They they reported that music students scored 63 points higher on verbal and 44 points higher in math. So this is, a really big amount difference. So, in conclusion, music classes are unique from other classes such as math or history or science. It allows students to deal with their emotions and really think about the world around them. This can help them deal with the pressures in their everyday lives. With adolescent suicides on a rise, promotion of such education would be highly beneficial for our younger generations. And with music being such a huge part of our lives, it is essential that we continue to educate our children on how to make music so we can continue to preserve this art for the future. So, thank you.